Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shellcraft One and my old barn door, and I wanted to show you a journal that I will be putting in my shop. This is the new kind of journal that I was talking to y'all about. And when I say a new kind of journal, I wanted the journal to look like there were things just spilling out everywhere. Okay. So I've called it a Billowing Heirloom Journal. This one has a farm folk theme to it. And it has lots of mixed media stuff on the cover. I spent a lot of time. This journal is actually probably a year in the making. And so I've spent a whole lot of time on it. So this is my first Billowing journal. And I'm going to do another one, and I might do it on video. So y'all let me know if you'd like to see me do that on video. It took me a long time to make this. It's labor intensive. So let's just get started so I can show it to you. Because I'm going to, in the next few videos, I'm going to start working on some things that I'm going to put in my next Billowing journal. So that y'all can just kind of craft along with me. So I wanted you to see this first so you could kind of get an idea of what I'm looking at and, you know, what I'm going to be creating. And the next one is going to have a whole lot more stuff in it than this one. So I'm kind of growing as I go, so to speak. So first I have this tie here. This is just some muslin that I coffee dyed with cinnamon in it. So it gave it that really dark, grungy look to it. And the first thing I want you to see is all of the things that are bursting out. I wanted it to be like every time you turn the page and you see something else bursting out, I wanted it to be to where it caught your attention and said, hey, I want to go see what that is. So I have lots of things dangling out the bottom and on the sides. I'll go ahead and show you lots of dangles and lots of laces and fabrics. And then this is the top. So there's even lots exploding out of the top of the journal. And then let me show you the bottom. This is the bottom, and there's lots of yummies exploding out of the bottom. So it's kind of like to me, it speaks to me and says, hey, come discover me. So I think this would be beautiful as a coffee table book to sit on your coffee table. It would be a great conversation piece, you know, and it would make your friends who come and visit, you know, when they see this on your coffee table, they would probably say, what in the world is that? And you could just say, take a peek. So anyways, that was kind of my idea behind the journal. And I was heavily inspired by Tanya Ferguson. She is Scribbles in Time on YouTube. And I think that's the name of her Etsy shop as well. I've been watching her videos, and they are so pretty and so creative. Her journals are. So y'all go check her out. Show her some love. Subscribe to her. Like and comment on her videos. Just give her lots of love and tell her I sent you. But so a lot of this is, you know, inspired by her as far as the mixed media stuff and the cover and everything. So anyways, I'm not going to go through a whole bunch of details to tell you what's on the cover. I mean, you can see it's got, I mean, I spent so much time on the cover. Both the front and the back. So see, you have the little elements here. This is not actually holding the journal together. It's secure. But then I put the original spine from the original book that I used. And it's on some cardboard, some tattered cardboard that's been coffee dyed and inked. You have this gorgeous, gorgeous... I have hoarded this forever. It's one of my most favorite pieces. I absolutely love cameos. And so I went ahead and bit the bullet and added it in. So, and then you've got the fluffies coming out the top there. And then the very back of the journal, let me get it turned over. Even on the back, I did some mixed media play. So we're going to do some playing with some mixed media stuff. And, you know, I'm trying to develop my skill, and I'll get there. I'll get better and better. But you can even see from this side or from this angle. Oh, I've knocked the camera. Hang on. But anyway, you can even see from this side, you can see all the goodies that are peeking out of the journal. So let's take a peek inside. Again, there's a lot of details I could show you, but you're just going to have to get the journal and see it because there's way too much to show you. Okay, so on the inside, wow, it's really wide. Let me get you some measurements real quick. Okay, so it's 12 inches long, plus all your goodies that are poking out. So, by about 8 3/4 inches high, and then it has a 3-inch spine. So it's quite, what do you call it? A behemoth. We call it a behemoth. All right. So in the very front, when you open up the very front, I made a, it's like an accordion style pocket, and this is a book cover. You actually have, this is a book cover here. This is a book cover here. Oh goodness, y'all can't even see. Okay, so this is a book cover, and this is a book cover. You have things peeking out from under the laces and stuff. And then this is a book cover. So I used quite a few vintage book covers. And so this is just a large size pocket. I wanted you to be able to just stuff it full of all of your memorabilia and all your goodies. So, and then I just put you some little memo sheets in here. You have the one that says rule the roost, always be a goat getter, have a moveless week, and then just a little strip from one of my printables. I think I printed my scriptures off, and that's on one of the printables. So that's a pocket there, and that's supposed to be glued down. I'll put a little glue on that and fix it. Okay, I fixed it. All right, so I'm going to scoot this in frame. I'm going to see if I can zoom out a little. Hang on. Okay, I think you'll be able to see a little better now. Sorry about that. Okay, so in this first page here, you have a little chenille pocket, and I've just put some little goodies in there with, you know, little journaling cards and one of my scripture cards. And my sweet friend Laura from Laughing Dog's Book Nook, she had sent me these beautiful, beautiful, I think I ordered them out of her shop, the little quilted hearts. So that's where that came from. Next page, this is a pocket here, and it's got some vintage goodies. This is a beautiful, they're cookbook pages, but I hope you can tell how patinaed they are in there. So I wanted to give you some vintage goodies, and then just some lined paper there, and then this is some vintage stationery paper. Okay, and then I've added in my Charles Wysocki pages. This is from his book called The Heartland, I think is the name of it. I have a couple of his books, so I think it's Heartland that this one's from. But anyways, they're absolutely stunning. I'm in love with his art. I love all of the details that he puts in it. I mean, everywhere you look, you can find a little detail, and I love little details. So, hopefully you can see this okay. Yeah, so I love his artwork. So, this is another one of the pages. I absolutely love the lighthouse. I think that's so pretty. And you have that vintage vibe with the horse and the buggy. This is from a beautiful book. I'm going to make a journal out of the actual cover and add some of these pages in because I love it so much. You have one of my, this is from my Farm Collage Digi-Kit, and I made a pocket. And so you just have a vintage little book page and little tag there, and then I just added this in for fun. It's like a to-do list. Okay, let's see. See if we can get everything back in here, because y'all know I'm fumble fingers. So this is like a vintage, well, I don't know that it's vintage, but little ledger sheet. This is from a children's book about farms. And then this is some beautiful wallpaper that my sweet friend Rhonda had sent to me. And I love it. And it goes perfect with the folk art. Little journaling card. And then this is a very old, again, I don't know if you can see or if you can tell in this lighting. how patinaed it is, but it's an actual graduation invitation from 1975. But wouldn't it be really, really cool to tear this up and use it in collage or do mixed media with it? There's all kinds of stuff you can do with that, so I thought I would share that. And then I love the gold doily, and I love how big it is, and it billows out at the top. And then I used some of my rice paper just on the inside just to give it a little decoration, you know, because the doilies aren't always beautiful on the back side, so I thought we would make it beautiful. This is one of the Charles Wasaki pages. Look at how gorgeous. I mean, look at the cows back here. Even the little trees. I mean, the little river. I just love his artwork. And this is a vintage grid sheet or grid paper. I added some labels. And then a very vintage quilt block piece. I love it. And it hangs down from the bottom so that it kind of draws your eye. And then in the pocket, you have one of my collage tags. And then just like a little to-do list, it folds out. And then this, I thought she went perfect with the folk farm theme. So it's just like a little sewing pattern. And all the goodies are in there. So you can actually use it for a pattern if you want to make yourself that dress, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Children's farm book page. This is a vintage ledger. One of my scriptures. There's another one of my scriptures. And I'll go ahead and take this off because I had to add this in. It's a beautiful Pennsylvania Dutch stationery sheet. And this tells you information as far as what this one is about. So I love, love, love that. Because to me, folk art, Pennsylvania Dutch, they all kind of go together. So, and I love the Pennsylvania Dutch style. Okay, and then, uh-oh, that's come unglued a little. Let's fix it. I guess where it's in the bend. I got goopy on my glue stick. Let's just fix it. There we go. 1, 2, 3, easy as pie. All right. This is some vintage, it was from one of those vintage ledger books, but it, you know, has the, like, notebook paper, but it's that thicker, and it's very patinaed. I don't know if you can tell. Have the little milk bottle top tab there. This is from Charles Wasaki. Look at that. I love the Dancing Pheasant Farms. And this is with detail, it says. Like all of his other paintings don't have detail. But look, she's hanging her clothes. Little dog with the kid. She's cooking something. I don't know what she's, maybe a chicken. So, but you have this little doily piece. You can tuck something up in there. Again, I've added some of my rice paper onto the music paper. And I love how you can just see it, you know, through the music paper. You have a little crochet pocket here, and one of my scriptures, and one of my tags. I think we actually made this together on camera. And then you have a little, one of my little strips here, a quilted pocket with just some lined papers. This is from like a dairy, and then a little journaling card. And you have a fabric flip here. This is some of my most favorite fabric, and this is very vintage lace here. But I love, love, love this. This just reminds me of my grandmother's house, and it reminds me of my mother's house. I don't know. Maybe that's why I love it so much. And then you have a little dangle here with one of my farm charms from my charm sheets in the shop. Another one of the Charles Wasaki. I guess this is the Dancing Pheasants without detail. I don't know. Excuse me. And then you have the little coffee dye doily at the top with the little bingo dangle. Thank you, Rhonda, for my bingo dangle. Let me check the camera and make sure I'm still in frame. Okay, I'm moving the book around, so it's kind of hard to tell if I'm staying in frame or not. I'm trying. Okay, some more of the Charles Wasaki pages. And again, I could sit and look at these pages for hours if I had hours, but I could really and truly sit. and still find new detail. I mean, even in the Glad Hatter shop here, he's got all the hats on the hat stands. I mean, I don't know. I love his artwork. This is from a vintage children's book about the seasons. Here's some more of that vintage ledger scripture. And there's a little pig paper clip. Oh my goodness. I get caught up in his paintings. Okay, this is one of my little excuse me, let me get a drink real quick. Okay. Goodness, we gotta hurry. All right. So this is one of my little flip booklets. So this one opens here. You have a tag, and then this is a pocket here, and you have a fabric tag here, and then I've tucked in a little. This is like a bridge scorecard. Okay, so that opens up there. Then it opens up here, and you have a tag in this pocket with the vintage wallpaper. Okay, and then I just put this beautiful piece from one of his paintings on there. Okay, it's a pocket here, and then I just put you some of these little postcards, and they're the American dolls, and I just think they're so cool. You can cut them up, you know, and use them as actual stamps, or you can use it as a postcard, however you want to do it. Then this opens up, and you have a large size pocket here with a large size one of my tags. This is from my Farm Collage Digital, and then I embossed it. Okay, I think this is actually supposed to fold inside here. It is. I had it folded the wrong way, so this folds inside here. But you can fold it either way you want to. Then you have a double pocket here, and this is just an extra piece for journaling. I just lightly stenciled, but you can write over on the top of that. And then here in the back pocket is a collage tag. I think we actually did that one together on video too at some point. Not positive. And this is from my, one of my digitals. I can't think of the name of it. All right, so next page we have one of my little scrappy strips here, and then I tucked in some of these. These are like the American Girls collection cards, and I found a whole folder full, and so I thought they would be super cute in farm journals. This is from like a Mary Had a Little Lamb book, a little children's book, but I love the farm scene. Okay, and then you have the vintage button card. It just had one button left in it, so I put some feed sack fabric in behind it and kind of made a little tuck with a couple of little journaling cards. Excuse me, got a tickle in my throat. And this is just some masking tape that I inked up and stamped on. A little tuck there. We're going to go a little faster because we're going to run out of time if we don't. So if you want to see all the details, you'll just have to get the book. Have a belly band here with one of my collages, and then a tag and a scripture card. And here is some beautiful eyelet that I dyed. I coffee dyed this with coffee and cinnamon. One of those ledger pages, and there's the writing on it. I think that writing is beautiful. Okay, you have the little doily pocket here with a little dangle, and I just tucked in a little card there, mainly just to show you that you can tuck something in there. Okay, little tuck here with some, these were from an actual game. It's called Made for Trade Day or something like that. So I just thought they would be fun to play with in your journal. You have the little rooster dangle here. I thought this was super cute. It was in a little children's like bingo or match game or something. And I thought, how cute would that be to make a pocket? So I've just tucked a couple of little pieces in there. And this is one of my collaged tags that's been embossed. Okay, and then you have, this is a belly band. This is a vintage piece here with the beautiful butterflies, and then I added this down here at the bottom as like a little pocket so that you could, you know, so that your stuff won't fall out. So I've just tucked you some goodies in there. You'll have to get the journal to see, but I think that's so cute. Okay, and music, and this is the original, yeah, it's called Heartland. This is the original cover page. We're going to make some of these on video probably soon because I need some for my next journal. This is just an envelope tucked over the page. There's nothing in the envelope. I wanted to leave it blank for you to put in your goodies. Little altered paper clip with one of my scripture cards. This is vintage wallpaper. And I love the farm scene on there. Scripture card. We're going to go a little faster. There's a piece of one of my rice papers on the back side of that doily. And then you have the little pig paper clip there, scripture card, and then this folds open, and you've got some, I love these vintage playing cards that they have the folk art on them, and then this is like a Pennsylvania Dutch pattern, and then you have the little Holly Hobby, and a Yahtzee card that's been written on. I love using those in collage. Okay, so it just tucks over the page here. And it has a scripture card on both sides. And then, of course, the little pig. Those came from my friend Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. I love this. Wednesday night checkers. He's going to play checkers with his buddy. The Three Sisters of Nauset. And I love that they're out painting. She's painting the lighthouse and she's painting the ocean. I love it. A little pocket here. And I'm just tucking in some vintage goodies and a little journaling card. And then in the back you have some, these are like vintage labels. And just another little plain card to play with. I'm going to tuck that under that paper clip. And then I just thought this was so cool. I thought you could make a tag with it. This was the cover of that stationery pad. And I only had the one piece left, but I love the cover. And so I thought it would be really neat if you wanted to make a tag out of it. Or you can use it as a tag. But I just kind of left it to you. Okay, so this in the middle here is a pencil holder. So you can just slide, well, maybe. I might have glued it shut. Slide your pencil down in there. I may have to go back and fix that because it's a little bit tight, but I will fix that. So you'll have a pencil holder there, and it closes just fine with the pencil in there. I left enough room in the spine to give you room to have your pencil in there. So, or a pen or a paintbrush or whatever you want to put in there. Okay, the vintage lace, crocheted lace here. Sweet little, this was like a quilted pocket or for quilting. This is from a vintage game piece. Beautiful, beautiful winter scene of a barn. And I love the buggy. And I thought this went perfectly in this journal. And then you get this old, very vintage envelope from 1929. I love the stamps on it. I love everything about it. I mean, look at all the stamping back here. I mean, how gorgeous is that? And then inside, I don't know if he sent her a gift, but all it says is, "With love, William." It's very, 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 very aged. So, just added that in there. There we go. Some of my, my doily snippet from my sweetheart, Sarah. I made a little pocket out of this doily piece. This is just a photo. And then stationery, and then a guest check. I just mainly put these in here to let you know it's a pocket. Very vintage. This was from a children's book from like the 1930s, I think. I love the fishing one. Love this, by the lake. And then here you have the little doily tuck with the little key on a dangle. A little journaling card on the balance sheet, or this is like a vintage accounting sheet. Got the pretty lace up here. This is a tuck here. And then it's actually the other side of this envelope. So I made a pocket in the front and just put you a couple of little goodies in that pocket. Get that back down in there. And then it flips open and you've got a scripture card and a little, this is just kind of like a little booklet that you can tear pieces off and use the scraps. This is wallpaper, vintage wallpaper. Got the little page tab here with the snippet roll. I love the winter scene. Very pretty. And then got you some crunchy in there. This was actually like a loaf pan liner. This is just a little sack, and I made a little pocket on the bottom of the sack. My sweet friend Jackie sent me a gift in this. Thank you, Jackie. And I've had it for a long, long time just because I thought it was so pretty. And she made this with, look, she tied all of this around here and made this. And so I thought, you know what, that has to go in a journal. And then one of my collage tags that I've just stitched some goodies on. And then this is actually a sack. So there's goodies down in the sack. I'm not going to take them out. You'll have to get the journal to see what's in there. I'll leave you something to be surprised about. And then you've got the lace dangling down here at the bottom. This is actually a big envelope. It's like a tea, coffee type envelope. And so you open it up and you have, let's see if I can get it out. Little, this is like cardstock stationery type deal. I love it. I thought it went great in this book. Okay. And then this is, I don't know if you can tell, but this is dyed paper. Vintage ledger. Or like a calendar. This is a vintage label. And it was a very large can label that had not been used. And so, I don't know if you can see the patina on the back side. So I just stitched it to the page and to hold it into the journal. Have this gorgeous fabric here with the American flags and then a little dangle hanging off of that one. Beautiful pocket here that one of my sweet friends made me. I think Jackie made this too. So thank you, Jacqueline. It's beautiful. So you have the pocket in the front and then a pocket in the back. And I've made this tag. Jackie made this tag. I made this tag. And then I gave you one of those utility envelopes. I don't know. I'm just into the utility envelopes lately, I guess. This is some of my rice paper. This is a large size envelope. It doesn't have anything in it. I thought I would leave it empty so you can put your goodies. But here's some more of that masking tape that I did. I love this. They're dancing. I have a sack here with some goodies. I put you a piece of chenille and a piece of lined paper in there. Got to hurry. I need to move faster. This is some more of my rice paper here. The pocket, it's a pocket in behind, and then it's a double pocket. So this is feed sack fabric, and so in the little front pocket you have some goodies, a little piece of stationery and a tag and a scripture card, and then in the very top you have one of my collage tags, and this is some very, very vintage notebook paper. I'm not going to take it out because I don't want to pull at it too much. It's a little bit fragile. Okay. Little vintage quilt tab. We're going to go a little bit faster so we can hurry up the video. I'm sorry I took so long. I love this, and I wanted to make big scenes in the centers of the signatures. It's a wedding. Fun loving silly folks is what it says. Vintage ledger. Here's another vintage quilt pocket. And I've just tucked a bunch of little goodies in there. This is a cute little booklet that one of my sweet friends made for me. And I just stuffed it with cute little pieces of ephemera for you to play with in your journal. I have the little cow journaling card. One of our tags we made together on one of my scrappy videos. And then some another large piece of yellow chenille that I thought you could play with in your journal. Okay. This is from that Mary Had a Little Lamb book. This is an actual napkin that my sweet friend Sarah sent to me. And so I decoupaged it on there. Beautiful little envelope that Jackie made. And it's got a little tag, couple of little tags in the pocket there. Super cute. So I thought, you know what, this has to go in a journal too. I just love that. And there's just some avocado dyed paper in there. One of my scripture cards. Salty Witch Bay. This is the other side of that large envelope. I just made a pocket out of it. This is some of my rice paper. Another fabric flip with a very vintage piece of lace there. And then I love this fabric. I thought it was just perfect for the farm folk theme. Collage pocket, and I've just tucked you some goodies in there. This is that piano roll paper, and I just made a little booklet out of it, put a little feed sack fabric, and then just some journaling cards and things in there. Trying to hurry, y'all. Some ledger and some journaling cards and a scripture card. We'll tuck there. There's the other side of that page. This pokes out the top, and I just think it's gorgeous. And it was the last little piece I had of that. I've hoarded it forever. Vintage wallpaper. Okay, this is another one of these little flip booklets. So you have a very vintage book page in there. Another winter scene with a barn. And then this opens up, and you have a belly band here with a little recipe card, and isn't that gorgeous? It's Mary Engelbrot. I'm in love. Y'all know I love Mary Engelbrot. Okay, and then this folds out, and it folds out again. So you have a little belly band here with some vintage trim. And then this is a pocket here, and it has a large size tag and then a little tag. And then this is a pocket here, and you have a Hermelinda tag, or actually that's not a Hermelinda tag, it's just a fold open tag. And then a little piece of stationery. And then you have a large size little open out booklet that I've stenciled on, and you can write over that of one of his pages. So that just folds back up like that. Excuse me. And then I love this. I hope that whoever gets this journal loves his work as much as I do. This is one of these pockets that I've made from when I did my scrappy journal videos, or you know, what to do with your scraps kind of thing. Okay, this is one of those very old pages from like the 1930s. So I tucked in, just to let you know, you can, I didn't make a pocket out of this, but you can make a pocket out of this. But I just tucked you an extra one of those little pockets to use anywhere in your journal. Just mainly to let you know you can use that as a pocket. And then this is a quilt piece, and it's got this gorgeous crocheted, cotton crocheted lace. Okay, and then inside the pocket you have one of my collaged tags, a scripture card, and then it's super cute little pig memo sheet. Okay. Alright, I'm getting turned everywhere here. And then the very back of the journal, I was going to put a pocket here, but I just thought this was so pretty and I didn't want to cover it up, so I just put my little thing here, and I actually signed this one. I've had a lot of people tell me that I should start signing my journal, so I'm going to try to remember to start signing them. So you have a signed journal, whoever gets this journal. So again, this is called the Billowing Heirloom Farm Folk Journal, and that's how you'll find it in the shop. And I wanted to go ahead and do this so that I could show you what we're kind of going to be working towards in our next videos. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you will. And I hope you have a great day. Big hugs.